Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, the people of Mbale. My name is Tedu JJ. I'm Assistant Commissioner at the Ministry of Local Government. I have come with a team of officials from State House, a team from the Ministry of Local Government, following the directive of His Excellency the President, arising from the concerns that the markets that have been built under MATIP, 19 of them in MATIP 1 and MATIP 2 had been taken over or hijacked by rich people. And yet these markets are meant for they are meant for vendors who make a living in the market. So the program was commissioned by the Minister of Local Government, Honorable Raphael Majezi. We divided into groups. The Minister went to the west, the Minister of State went to the Bunyoro and the Toro sub-region, the Permanent Secretary went to the northeast. My team and I myself came to the east. We are supposed to cover Mbale, Tororo, Jinja, and eventually go to Entebbe. So the purpose of our coming to Mbale was to carry out verification in the market. And by verification, we are required to establish one, who is in the market. Is it a vendor? And was he or she allocated the facility? But when coming to Mbale, where we have been since Tuesday last week, our findings are that the market, indeed the market of Mbale had been taken over by those people who are the rich ones. There are those who are claiming that they were developers, then there are those who are landlords. Actually, we found that 3/4 of the facilities in the market are being rented out. And yet the provision of government is that these markets the management operations are guided by the Market Act 2023, which His Excellency the President assented to last year on 22nd of May 2023. So the Act stipulates very clearly that the vendor who is making a living in the market, selling in the market, is the one who should be in the market, and the landlord is the city council. But here we found that there were landlords who were charging vendors exorbitant amounts of money. Just to cite a few examples, we found a case where an individual was charging a vendor in an open space where council, the rate of payment was 3,000 per month. He was charging a vendor 5.5 million shillings, and that definitely is too high a figure. We have also established that some landlords were charging between 1 million to 8 million shillings per year for a facility where council was charging between 50 to 100,000 in the ranges. So in carrying out the exercise, we tried to do whatever it takes to allocate or register the vendors, those who are actually doing the business, and remove the facilities from the either landlords or the developers. We've also had the cases where at the time of entering the market around about 2016, the members of the allocation committee actually had allocated each one of them 2 facilities or more, and yet the Market Act now says every vendor should have one facility. And for that matter, we have emphasized that let every vendor have a single facility. We have covered the 534 lockups, and we want to believe that about 98% of the people now in the market are are the bona fide or the genuine vendors who deserve to be in the market. We, as the next steps, we have not finalized on the stalls. We have asked the city council together with the section leaders in the market to identify the open spaces. Those are the stalls, pitches which are not being occupied, because we are advising council that the vendors who are selling outside the market and around about in town should now be invited to go back to the market. So we have advised the city council on the next course of action. In the meantime, as we were getting the facilities and giving to the vendors, we were advising them to pay, because the vendors who were renting from the so-called landlords were paying money, but the landlords were not paying money. But now, where each place where we would go, we would ask for the status whether he or she is paid up as a vendor, and we ask them to pay. And the vendors are very willing to pay. On Tuesday, when we started, the account balance on that account, which is collecting money from the market, was 1,257,000 shillings. But as we close of business today, out of this exercise, we have been able to collect 143,656,000 shillings. Our expectation is that if those who have been given are all going to pay, we expect that by tomorrow, Mbale City Council should have generated about 150 million or so. So what are the next steps? The next steps is that my team with the council is going to generate that list of what we now call the genuine vendors who have been allocated those facilities. This list will be pinned in the market, in the council hall, in all conspicuous places, so that vendors go and cross-check. During our verification, we have been identifying vendors through their name, their NIN number, their telephone numbers, and the lockup which they have been operating in. So that list will be put up. We expect the vendors to go and check and confirm that those are their genuine particulars. And then after that, there is a form which has been designed for all the markets in Uganda, which those vendors are required to pick and fill, expressing interest in using the facility, using the lockup, the stall, or otherwise. So after they have filled those forms, they will return them to the market master. The city council is going now to compile to verify the application form against the list which has already been pinned up. And after that, we expect council to issue allocation letters. It's going to be the second time the vendors in the Mbale market are going to get allocation letters. But this one will be the genuine and the official allocation letters, because the previous ones which were given in 2016 were temporary allocation letters. After the allocation letters have been issued, we expect now council to proceed and sign tenancy agreement with each of the vendors. However, during the exercise, we found that there are some landlords who have been threatening the vendors who have now been verified and allocated, and we would like to issue a very serious warning to them that it is criminal and they will face the law if they continue threatening. Let them leave these vendors. Our finding is that for them, they have collected a lot of money already and they were putting it in their pockets. Let them leave these vendors to use the facilities in the market and be able to generate the revenue. The main part of that money generated from the market, we are asking and expecting council to replow it back for cleaning the market, paying for power, paying for the water, paying for the disposal of garbage, and we are expecting council to proceed and contract a private security firm to keep the security in the market. And we expect also council to do repairs. When you go to Mbale Central Market now, there are places which are dark, it is dirty, it is filthy. With this money is now coming on board, the town clerk and his team should be able to deploy that money to the market and make the market a better place to live in. I would want to thank the leadership of the city council, the mayor and his councillors, the town clerk with his technical team, with the RCC with their teams, the DPC with the police, because the police have been assisting us. I do not want to leave you, the media, because you have been with us right from Tuesday and up to now. And now we are going to hand over the baton to you, the media, so that you are able to inform everybody in Mbale, in Uganda, of what government wants in the market and how we should be proceeding. There have been very active members of the council. Richard, the market master, has been very, very strong. We have Ben Kusolo, the principal commercial officer. We have James Kutosi, the PRO, plus the other technical staff. We really want to take this opportunity. I want to take that opportunity to thank all of them for the support they have given to us. We expect to work together with the council to rezone the market so that every section of the market should be selling specific kind of products in the market. We expect the council to enforce trade order so that once the market has been cleared and sorted out, they should be able to return people who are selling along the streets to the market, and we avoid street vending. We have also advised the council, in the event that the market is completely full and there is no allocated space, city council should gather another market somewhere and take people in a place where they can be able to sell. On behalf of the ministry and government, to thank everybody, and also you, the commissioner. We provide for lockups, stalls, pitches, open spaces, but there are common public facilities. For example, the daycare center. I want to report and confirm that we are very happy about the status of the operation and implementation of the daycare center of Mbale Central Market. It is operational, it is very good. But there are facilities like offices, there are provisions for offices, there are provisions for stores, which unfortunately the stores, the offices, the saloons and what were all turned into only one thing, lockups. And as I said, we are going to work with the council to rezone the market and to redefine those facilities. The offices should be used for offices. There are facilities there like the bank. We found the bank where the bank is supposed to be is being used as a store. And so we should restore its utilization so that we have vendors putting their money in that bank after selling, because we want them to be safe. After selling, you bank your money before you go home. So that aspect of rezoning, even down in the stalls, we're going to help council to rezone so that people who are selling fresh vegetables are in one area, people who are selling dry ration, who are selling dry fish, people who are selling second-hand clothes, general merchandise. So the idea is that right from the design, this market, Mbale market plus the others, are agricultural commodity markets. The ground floor of the market is for agricultural commodities. So if you went to Mbale Central Market and you find clothes hanging there, that's the wrong place. Those ones should go up. You find somebody selling soap and all, that's the wrong place. They should go to the right place. But we are going to do it step by step. You know, the market has been in that stage for quite a number of years. We are not going to push and throw people around. We want to do it systematically, ensure that there's order, there are systems working. And of course, the other one which I want to emphasize is that we are moving the city council to ensure that collection of revenue is digitized. We are aware that there is a system, I think, which is being used, but we want to regulate it so that we avoid exchange of cash money.